At 27, Jeff Lacy's emerging as a potential threat even to Joe Calzaghe's status as world #1. His first defence here of the IBF title, won against Sid van der Poel recently. Omar Sheika's the same age, but much more experienced in top class. His defeat by Calzaghe, one of 2 previous world title bids. But could he break through at last? Commentary, Glenn McCrory and first Adam Smith.
Possibly the most dangerous threat to Joe Calzaghe's long-time super middleweight domination lies in the talented hands of big punching Floridian Jeff Lacy here in the green trunks. Star amateur, unbeaten as a professional and now a world champion at 27. First defense of his recently acquired IBF belt against the teak-tough Omar Sheika. Strong and game, and Glenn really ready for a final chance here.
Yeah, so they both landed decent punches early on in the round. Lacy got through with a good right hand that just seemed to shake Sheika up a little bit, and Sheika back with a left hook.
Sheika's camp very, very confident going into this. Say their man is in the shape of his life. He's been running the Catskills Hills, where he was originally based under the old Mike Tyson team. What of Lacy, the former Sydney Olympian, much touted to go on to really big things in the 12-stone division.
Well, Sheika's been a naily man so far, but he's got a good chance in here with Lacy, who really, as world champion now, hasn't really fought anybody of significance, so he's had quite an easy route to get here.
Lacy trying to get hold of the middle of the ring. Sheika's always been pretty stubborn. Was stopped back home in 5 rounds by Joe Calzaghe, and sometimes he's open to shots like that. Head movement's been a problem.
Well, Lacy's making him pay for any lapses in his defense. Lacy coming forward, hands very high. Good guard.
Just stalking Lacy, looking to get the combinations off.
Sheika already looking somewhat tentative.
That's better though, from the man from Patterson, New Jersey. Good combination to the body and head. He's got some speed.
Well, he's getting the shots off Adam, but Lacy keeps his hands up nice and tight, quick to get those hands to protect him round the head.
Just waiting there, Lacy, and picked off with the right hand. Sheika just warming into this a touch more. Here's the second round. Remember, the IBF 12-stone belt on the line. Property just since October of Jeff Lacy from St. Petersburg in Florida. He beat Sid van der Poel to capture it. Now he defends against Omar Sheika.
Well, Lacy started this fight with good punch economy. He's not wasting anything. Sheika started to warm up at the end of the first round, but just caught the gloves a little bit too much.
Accuracy of Lacy could be key here. He won 209 of 221 amateur bouts. And look at that right hand. There's plenty of skill there.
Yes, he's developing into a good fighter. They took the time with him. They haven't put him in too deep. He's now the IBF world champion, and still hasn't really been tested.
It's only fight number 19 for Lacy. Sheika in his 33rd outing. They're both 27, different careers. Sheika just dabbing at that left eye. He's had problems with cuts before, and is in danger of just being remembered as a nearly man. This is a chance he needs to grab. Can he use his experience?
Well, he's got to be looking to try and use that experience. He's been in bigger fights, he's been in some tough fights. We know he's got lots of guts and he's pretty strong, but sometimes can be a little temperamental. Very good right hand, and this is a good spell for Sheika.
Backing Lacy up on the ropes. And letting some of those shots fly. He can hit Omar Sheika, 17 knockouts in his 26 wins. And clubbing blows as Lacy looks tentative and goes into a shell.
Well, I think Lacy was hurt by a big right hand. He's just covering up and just trying to clear his head. But this is what Sheika likes. He revels in the chance to have a toe-to-toe slug out.
Just having a glance at his corner man there, Dan Birmingham. Jeff Lacy, he was certainly affected by that shot, and maybe that will give Sheika some confidence.
Stop. Let him go.
Well, that shows what he can do, and maybe Lacy not quite the fighter on the back foot, and Sheika really needs to start taking the fight to him.
Looks like Lacy has had pretty much everything his own way as he's built his career up. This is his biggest test on paper.
Yes, it is, and this round has been pretty tough for Lacy. Sheika starting well, and he'll have confidence there.
Sheika's session, no doubt about that.
Keep your head moving all the time. You're not punching, Jeff. You're not punching. You're holding back.
And Birmingham there, very unhappy with him. Over in the other corner, Nettles Nasser, who brought Kabari Salim to Scotland to try and take Joe Calzaghe's belt. Has he got more of a chance with Sheika winning here?
Well, on that form, Sheika looks good. That was a very good right hand, and that definitely shook Lacy up.
Intriguing match here. Omar Sheika with everything to prove. He's failed in world title challenges against Joe Calzaghe and the Canadian Eric Luca as well. He's been in hard fights, but can he make this tough for Jeff Lacy? Take him to a place where the St. Petersburg stylists may not be happy.
Well, already we've seen Lacy under a little bit of pressure, and he didn't react the way you'd want to see a world champion react. He didn't come firing back. He looked tentative.
Come on. Hey, come on. No, listen to me. Don't do this.
Just complaining there. Sheika. Clash of heads, bumps and bruises. He always seems to be in these type of fights, Omar Sheika.
Yeah, maybe one too many. They might have just took their toll a little.
Stop. I got you on me. Let him go.
And some real battles with Scott Pemberton. Lost twice. Both times they went the distance. He's a real hard worker, and he wants it. His desire is so good, but is that enough at world title level?
I got you. Let him up.
Yes, he's trying to up the tempo a little bit, but missing with shots.
He hasn't found his rhythm at all yet, has he, Jeff Lacy?
He hasn't. He's had trouble just getting started in this contest so far. Managing to get through with a single right hand.
The jab just a little low from Lacy, who tries to open up with combinations, but they missed. That one didn't.
A little better there, but Sheika straight back with his own left hook.
Looked excellent when he beat Sid Vanderpool, the Canadian southpaw, for the world title. Obviously wants to keep busy, back in the ring just a couple of months later.
Well, that's what he needs. He's 27, just had 18 contests, finds himself as the IBF world champ. He really needs to get a lot of work in now, I think, Lacy.
Sheika attempting to slow Lacy down with body shots. Can he prize the guard? That was honed in the amateurs away. Goes in with the head, and Lacy unhappy about that, maybe rightfully so.
Yes, but you were just saying Lacy, maybe not that keen when things get rough.
Stop.
We needed to see Lacy in a bit of a test, and he's having one here.
Really not happy, Jeff Lacey. Not gone smoothly so far.
One more. Now relax.
There's a decent left hook to the body and then a right hand over the top. Missed with the following left hook, but the body shot just slowed Sheika up for a couple of seconds.
Plenty for Jeff Lacey to think about as he starts the fourth round with a firing right hand. This is better.
One of the criticisms that we've had of Lacy so far is he seems to be a little bit lazy in the way he fights, and that might cause problems as his career progresses.
Now Sheika spitting out some distress signals and a bit of defiance. It's getting quite dirty in there, and Lacey as well unhappy. Lacey just needs to keep it at range, doesn't he? Use his ability.
Well, he's got that ability, but he is short and stocky, and Sheika will be looking to try and beat him at long range.
Good right hook to the body from Omar Sheika. That really dug into the ribcage of Lacey. He's giving it a go, the New Jersey fighter, like he always does.
Well, he's performing quite well. He's got a better hand speed, and he can beat Lacy from long range. And really, the problem for Lacy is he needs to up the tempo. He needs to throw more punches.
Caught with a jab from Lacey, who senses that he hurt Sheika then and goes on the attack. Predatory instincts from Lacey, but still he doesn't seem content in there. We're learning a fair bit already about Jeff Lacey tonight.
Well, that's a good right hand in close. That's where he gets the shots off better, Lacey. Those clubbing little short hooks.
14 wins inside the distance. Calls himself Left Hook Lacy, but he's got a good right hand as well. The trouble is Sheika's got a very good chin.
Stop, I got you.
That was good from Lacy, just teeing the chin up, turning that jab into an uppercut from long range, and just didn't get through with the right hand though.
Cameos of class, but Sheika will want to turn this into a dogfight, a rough and tumble affair. And that's a decent jab as well from Sheika, but will the skills just start to tell? Lacey has them, plenty of them.
Well, he has got some classy little punches, Lacy.
Good fight here for the super middleweight title. Second half of this IBF 12-stone title. First defense for Jeff Lacey. Not having everything his own way by any stretch of the imagination. Omar Sheika has made it competitive and difficult for Lacey. It's fairly close, Glenn.
Yeah, well, what we're saying is Sheika is showing us that Lacy is not the finished article by a long way. He's getting caught with quite a few shots, and on the back foot, he seems a little bit temperamental.
Is that the way to get the better of Lacey, to back him up and hurt him and work his body?
Well, I'm sure Joe Calzaghe is watching Lacy, and I think he'll be quite pleased because Calzaghe's got the speed and the power to really do a number, I would say, on Lacy.
Lacey been calling out Joe Calzaghe. Maybe that'll be high-profile match for 2005, but he's got to get through this first. He starts to work Sheika's body, but he's so resilient, Omar Sheika, and has to be hurt.
Lacy doing the right thing. He's getting in close. That's where he gets the better punches off. Where he uses those short hooks to good effect. Where Sheika would be better just trying to keep it at long range behind that jab.
Just grabs the right eye, Omar Sheika. Beating him to the jab is Lacy, using his slight reach advantage. The Sydney Olympian who lost in the third round, but has become the first of that bunch to become a world champion. Do you think he's got this a bit too soon, looking at his record?
I think he has. He hasn't really had the tests you want to prepare yourself to be a world champion. And he's going to have to learn a lot as champion.
Calzaghe, who's really reigned as king for about 7.5 years now. Lacy goes on the attack. This is better though, and Sheika just looked dazed momentarily. There's Ronald Winky Wright at ringside with us. He's the stablemate of Lacy, cheering on encouragement, and Sheika goes for a bad patch.
Sheika hurt by those right hands. A succession of good punches landed from Lacy.
Good combinations on the inside. It looked as though Sheika nearly touched down there, but he just managed to compose himself. Look how tough and strong he is, and the way he comes back. Fantastic action here in the 7th round.
Great character from Sheika, but Lacy's round.
To go. Entertaining encounter this. Jeff Lacy maybe just squeaking ahead of Omar Sheika, who still puts the combinations together and refuses to go away. Who will last the course better?
Lacy ever stalking Sheika, making Sheika box on the back foot. Sheika really could do with trying to back Lacy up. That's where we've seen a few chinks in the armor of Lacy.
That's a good right hand from Jeff Lacy, who's just nursing that cut lip. He's looked despondent at times, lazy spells. We've seen that when he's come back to England to fight a couple of times. Jeff Lacy. He could be good though, very good.
He could be. He's certainly got some good skills, boxes well on the inside. Just needs to up the tempo, needs to fight at a much faster pace. Tries the little flurry with his back on the rope, Sheika, but just arm punches, not really getting anything into those.
Fought with pride as ever, Omar Sheika, but when he gets run, Jeff Lacy, it's his sort of fight.
I got you. Stop, warm up.
Sheika promised he would box his way through this, but he's reverting to type and trying to brawl with him. Can he out-brawl Lacy and win like that? Is he good enough?
I don't think he's got the strength. He's certainly got the character, the determination. He's not scared of having a fight. We know that about Omar Sheika, but maybe he needs just a little bit more.
Just walked into that one, Sheika. He missed out on a spot in the Atlanta Olympic team, and he's taking some heavy punishment at times from the man from the Sydney Olympics. Will he just be remembered as one of those who couldn't quite cut it at world level? This is another bad little patch for Omar Sheika.
But it's good work from Lacy. You know, he's shown in cameos that he has got exciting skills and he's good to watch.
Lacy. 5 or 6 in there from Sheika, but just 1 or 2 crisp ones back from Lacy. Eye-catching, scoring punches.
Yeah, and he's warmed to this over the second half here. Lacy starting to throw more punches, and this is better from him, and a good fight.
Yeah, great stuff. Look at them eyeballing each other. And there's Winky Wright, fresh off his latest triumph against Shane Mosley. His man probably winning this, Jeff Lacey. Do you think now?
Yep, I think Lacy now getting into a lead. Some good shots inside, and now he's starting to up the tempo, and we're seeing little combinations like that which are exciting.
Come on, out of the ring.
Here's the 10th round. Interesting super middleweight division at the moment. Joe Calzaghe, WBO holder Marcus Bayer, who won the WBC belt for the 3rd time recently. WBA champion Mikael Kessler from Denmark, and Jeff Lacey here in the green trunks, remember, and the white shoes, aiming to retain his IBF version.
Sheika still getting through. Nice short right hand there. Just starting to lose his stance and his style a little bit. Sheika, obviously, it's getting hard for him now, starting to tire.
Has won his last 3, Omar Sheika, but will all the hard fights begin to catch up with him? I mean, they're both 27, but one's fresh and one's looking old.
Yeah, Sheika had a much tougher career. He started this round quite well, though, getting his punches off. Just beating Lacy to the punch.
6 defeats, though, on the slate for Omar Sheika. Surely this is the last big opportunity. He's got to grasp this. He's got the character. Why can't he just put the pressure on Lacy, really back him into the corners and go for broke?
Well, all through his career, he's just looked as if one of the ingredients is missing, and never quite had enough. Sheika needs a little bit of luck in this fight. Needs to get a breakthrough.
Remember, Calzaghe beat Sheika in 5 rounds. Looked great that night back home at Wembley. And Lacy into the 10th with him. But this is a better Sheika than it was on that night with Calzaghe. I mean, he's really given it his all.
Well, he knows a lot more now. Had a longer career, a lot of experience. And still having success, but Lacy, a beautiful left hook in close. That's where he's better.
Wonderful punch from Jeff Lacey, who again opens up. Beautiful work from the man from St. Petersburg on the coast of Florida. Terrific stuff at times. Why can't he keep this going?
Well, this is the best we've seen of Jeff Lacey, so maybe he just needs the better opponent to make the best of what he's got.
That's what he always says. He's a boxing historian, Jeff Lacey. He says, the better the man is in front of me, the better you'll see me.
Well, that's true of a lot of fighters. They need the challenge.
Again, they go toe-to-toe at the end of another compelling round.
More quick 1-2s like you did early on. Instead of trying to bomb with the looping punches. When you're inside, work your hands out.
Gentlemen, we're approaching the 12th and final round of this bout. Let's cheer him on as we enter the center of the ring. This is round 12.
And the 86th round in the fledgling young career of Jeff Lacey, the 179th for Omar Sheika. Has Lacey just got himself into an assailable lead here? We won't know for sure until this final bell goes. Judges at ringside, Adelaide Bird, Steve Epstein and Chuck Jamper, but surely they're seeing this for the classier boxer here, Glenn.
Yep, it's been a spirited effort from Sheika, who's still got some fire in his belly, but the class, especially down the stretch, has been from Lacy.
And it's been great to watch, it really has. Sheika has made it interesting by putting it on Lacy at times, but the counter-punching and the fluid movement when he goes forward and the space and time have given Lacy the edge.
Yeah, this has been entertaining, the crowd enjoying it, and I think what's good is Sheika has made Lacy fight, has brought the best out of Jeff Lacy, and there's still a bit to work on, but he's certainly a good fighter.
He's got a good right hand as well as that left hook and jab, but Sheika has not stopped attempting to put Lacy out of his rhythm. How do you think Lacy would do with Joe Calzaghe, given 2 or 3 more fights, maybe like this, where he's really had to dig deep?
Well, I think the advantage Calzaghe has is the speed. He's a southpaw, but Lacy looks like he could grow into a test for anyone. And you never know, he's 27, he might be the future of the super middleweight division.
Crowd really loving this at the Mandalay Bay as Omar Sheika tries one last effort. Surely he needs a knockout, but no sign of that coming.
Another big clubbing right hand lands against the chin of Sheika. He soaks it up.
This is one very, very hard individual, Omar Sheika. This is the class and the education and all-round ability of the man that began fighting at 10 in St. Petersburg, Jeff Lacy, unbeaten so far and looking to remain so. Great little combination once more.
Well, it's the left hook that's given the nickname Left Hook Lacy, but he's used the right hand very well, and he might develop into the real thing, Jeff Lacy.
And they finish it like they started off. Terrific fight. Omar Sheika believes he's got it. He jumps up on the ring ropes there, but so does Lacy on the other side. All around us, people are on their feet. A terrifically entertaining 12-round battle. They both deserve to be there. Great match. But for you, Lacy's got it.
Yeah, Lacy, just the more polished, better performance than the back stretch. And I think he's done enough to clinch this.
Big smile on the face of the amiable Jeff Lacy, but I think he knows he's been in a very, very hard fight. There's rather a dejected feel to Sheika's corner. I think they know, but we still wait. The judges just collating their scorecards, and in a moment we'll hear from Jimmy Lennon for definite.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, Steve Epstein and Chuck Giampa both score the bout 115 to 113. Judge at ringside, Adelaide Bird scores the bout 117 to 111. All three in favor of the winner, and still champion Jeff Left Hook Lacy.
Jeff Lacy retains his IBF belt, unanimous decision. Was that right, Glenn? And how impressed were you with his performance tonight?
Yep, it was an entertaining fight. The right winner in Jeff Lacy, and so far that was his best performance, and definitely he looks one to watch.
Sheika brave, but Lacy's ability comes through in the end.